Publishing content online has been one of the most amazing things I've done as an entrepreneur. So if you're watching this video and you're still on the fence trying to decide if you should start creating content on the internet, then the answer is yes. And it doesn't matter the size of your business, you need to start creating content online, start building that community, start building that customer base. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 key tips that you must focus on if you're serious about growing your customer base in 2020. So I first started publishing content on this YouTube channel back in 2017, but I really wish I had started much sooner. It was back in 2016 when I came across a Gary Vee video where he was encouraging me as a young small entrepreneur to start creating content. And while that video resonated with me, I didn't take immediate action. It took me an entire year for me to take action. And I can just imagine how much further ahead I would be today if I had taken immediate action when I came across that video. So I want to implore you to start publishing content online right now if you're still on the fence. And I'm going to be giving you the tips that will help you to grow your community, grow your customer base as fast as you possibly can. And if you watch this entire video, I'm also going to be telling you which platform you should be focusing on for 2020 if you want to grow extremely fast. Okay, so building a community is one of those marketing strategies that will never get stale. Irrespective of if you have the internet or not, you need to have a community around your brand and business. But now that you have the internet and you can actually build a community around your brand and business so much easier than you could before, you should be taking advantage of this opportunity. So that is why you find people and businesses and brands that are serious about the future of their company's success or their personal success are diving deeper into creating content and dominating these platforms. Take a Gary Vee, for example. Gary Vee is everywhere. He's on all the platforms and he's winning on all the platforms. So even if the internet was supposed to go away tomorrow, a lot of people would still know Gary Vee. He could launch a new product, he could launch a new platform, he could do something and still have his community. And that is why it's so important to build a community around your brand and your business. So the 3 key tips that I want to share with you starts with creating and publishing high value, high quality content on the internet. This is what will help you to actually grow that community much faster than you would if you didn't take this very seriously. So what do I mean by creating high value, high quality content? So most people will think that high quality content has to do with the type of gear that you have. And that is not true because most people have smartphones, and I'm quite sure that if you have a smartphone that is relatively new, meaning released in the last 3 to 5 years, you can actually create good enough content online and build a community with that. So gear should not be an hindrance to you for not creating high quality content. High quality content has to do with the information that you're sharing, what you're putting out, the story that you're telling. That is what determines high quality content. You don't need a $2,000 camera. You don't need a $500 microphone. You can create with what you have. Just make sure you focus on telling great story, impacting people's lives, and sharing great information. And that is what high value, high quality content is really about. And if you spend a lot of time creating high value, high quality content, then people will share your content. People will come back to watch your content as this brings value to their life. All right, so it's not about you. It's not about you wanting to have the best image quality or the best audio quality. It's about the value that you bring to people's life. I started out creating content on this YouTube channel with a webcam and a headphone as the microphone. And while my first 150 videos were really crappy in terms of the visual and audio quality, people still watched those videos because I gave great information. So people were more concerned about the information than the quality I was putting out. Yes, I wanted to improve the quality to have a better viewer and listening experience for my audience. And over time, I actually started investing into a camera, into a microphone, etc. But you can start with what you have right now and start delivering value. Start doing what you want to do to engage your target audience. And that is what high value, high quality content is really about. The second key thing that you must focus on if you're serious about growing your community online, building that customer base that so many people desire and so many people are trying to do these days, is you have to be consistent. And there's no easy way to say what I'm about to say, but this means you have to grind and be willing to publish a lot of content several times a week or several times per month. So there's no two ways about it. Yes, you do have a few people who have published 5 pieces of content and have gone viral, but that is not really the norm. If you really want to build a community over an extended period of time, you have to grind, you have to be consistent. So as I mentioned earlier, I've published over 200 videos on this YouTube channel and I've been grinding for 2 years. All right, so last year alone I've uploaded over 100 videos. Right, and my goal for 2020 is to do another 100 videos to get my channel to 400 videos pretty soon. But you have to be willing to grind, you have to be consistent. All right, so this is how you get noticed by the algorithms on these platforms. If you're not consistent, it's really hard for you to be picked up by the algorithm. It's really hard for you to get viewers on these platforms to help you to grow your audience. And while consistency does help you as it relates to these platforms and algorithm, it also helps you from the perspective of your audience. Your audience wants to see that you're serious about what you're doing, that you show up every single day, that you have vast knowledge of what you're talking about. All right, so this is what consistency does. It's very important, not just for algorithms or for your community, but also for you. It helps you to improve in the areas that you will need to improve to get better, so you can actually create better content and reach more sophisticated people. So once again, consistency is extremely important. You have to be willing to grind. Gary Vaynerchuk talks about consistency. He talks about creating 1 to 50 pieces of content per day. I'm not saying you have to do 50 pieces of content per day, but I highly recommend doing at least 1 piece of content per week. And it all depends on the type of content that you're creating. If it's video content, you may be able to get away with 1 video per week. If you're doing articles, I highly recommend doing that multiple times per week. If it's Instagram, once per day. So each platform is different, right? So you have to understand the platform. And once again, the only way to really truly understand these platforms is to be on the platform, which goes back to being consistent on these platforms. So consistency is extremely important. So if you really want to build that community, if you really want to grow that audience, prepare to work. You have to be consistent, and there's no two ways about it. Okay, so the third key thing that can really help you to actually grow your customer base online in 2020, which is something that I take very seriously and I've been working on my channel for the past 2 years, is engaging with the community. So ever since I uploaded my first video to YouTube, I've responded to every single meaningful comment on my YouTube videos, except of course for the trolls and the negativity. But I engage with every single person, and if you doubt what I'm saying, you can go back, look at any of my videos, go to the comment section, look at those comments, and you will see that I am personally responding to everyone who comments on my videos. So this is extremely important, and what I find is that most people neglect the people in their comment section, neglect people who try to engage with them on their content on social media. If you do this, you are actually missing out on people who are not yet members of your community, people who you can easily convert to members of your community. So let's say, for example, someone goes to one of my videos, watch the video and have a question. They ask a question, but they are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel. That's an opportunity for me to get that person to subscribe to my channel just by responding to that question, giving them a lot of value with my answer, and then perhaps just asking them if they are not yet subscribed to get subscribed. And in some cases, I don't even have to ask. Just by simply engaging with these people, they like that I engage with them and they end up subscribing to my community. So it's very important that you engage and you communicate with the people who are helping you to get to where you want to go. All right, so don't neglect the people who are commenting, the people who are asking questions. make sure you're engaging with these people. If someone gives you a shout out, highlight that shout out. This is something I like to do on my Instagram as well. But you have to make sure that you're engaging. Remember, it's people that you have watching your content. It's people that you have reading your blogs. It's people that's listening to your podcast. You have to make sure that you recognize these people, that you engage with these people and let them feel welcome. Let them feel as if they are of value to you. So this is extremely important to me, and it has definitely helped me to grow my community and to build this fan base where people can actually say, hey, he has given me so much value, there is no reason for me not to want to follow him, no reason for me not to want to engage with him. All right, so that is why you need to engage with your community, and I highly recommend, especially when you're just getting started. There is no excuse for not engaging with every single comment on your content. So this is extremely important. If you're serious about building that community, serious about building that customer base in 2020, you have to engage with your community. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Those are the 3 key things that you must focus on if you're serious about growing your customer base online in 2020. And as I promised, I'm going to be sharing with you the #1 platform that you must focus on if you really want to grow fast in 2020. And that platform is LinkedIn. So I recently started creating content on LinkedIn multiple times per week, doing microblogging and creating articles, and I've been getting a lot of feedback. Over the past 2 weeks alone, I've gathered I think about 150 new followers on my LinkedIn profile. So now I'm taking LinkedIn a bit more seriously, publishing microblogs, publishing articles, and trying to grow my content over on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is not just for professionals. You can actually use LinkedIn to market any product or service or build your personal brand as well. So I highly recommend you check out LinkedIn. So now, just to recap what was discussed in this video, if you really want to grow your customer base online in 2020, you have to make sure that you create good, high value, high quality content. You have to be consistent and you have to engage with your community. So there you have it. I really do hope you found value in this video, and if you did, please let me know by dropping a like on this video. It definitely helps the video to get found in the algorithm, helps other people to see the video. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and get subscribed so you can get notified of my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.